Good morning! Welcome to Sunday morning coffee. Kind of on time. Hooray. Number 251, maybe? I'm gonna try it's gone a bit wild now. I'm gonna try and be about half an hour today as I've got Mr. Ian from Fenris coming. And I would have him cameo, but he's bringing his hound. And the hound and the pigs don't get on. Neither does the housemate. So so pretty much as soon as he arrives, I'm running out. Um, so yeah, there won't be an Oscar footage, though that would be good. Yeah, sorry, Andrea's a dog, no dog. Um, yeah, he's absolutely as he's been in the house before, and he has to be on like a lead about that short, pretty much dragged all the way through, and then very securely in the garden because obviously the house is like pig. Oh, these smell delicious, and he's like, please, just a little nibble. Like, nope. Um, so yeah, so when he arrives, I'll have to dash. So I think it's about 1:45 is coming. Mug of the day is Soy pigs. It's Sponge. It's a sponge. It is Sponge. It's not Carol. Sponge, Karen, and Oi Dave. One little thing there. Jez says the reality is that Ian wants to eat them. Oscar is holding him back. Yeah, is Ian going just a little bit, just a little nibble? It is Ian's birthday today, so if you want to wish him happy birthday, um, you may watch this back. Happy birthday, Ian! He's been a massive help. We on Friday. So I said we'll come over Sunday. We're going out for the Hound and some other chums. Um, and I said it'd be nice to hang out while we're not just moving crap everywhere because that's all we do. That's all we do. Um, Friday came over and I said it won't be as bad today. There's not as much to lift. And then it was 8 o'clock by the time we were done. And I said, do you want to have a coffee or something? Yeah, nope, gotta get back. Like, sorry, but thank you. So super thanks to Ian because he spent a lot of time in helping me move stuff all over the blooming place. And it has sucked. And now I'm getting into my reality of it where I've just been like, yeah, it's fine. I've managed this fine. I'm like, oh, it's so much, so tired. Um, I've got a headache as well. I've just took some pills pre-show. Gary. Um, I don't. This was a present from Andy. Although he was telling me the other day I should monetize the pigs more, well, more at all. It was a birthday present a couple of years ago from Andy. It was oh, birthday, Christmas present. It's a nice little pig mug. Just one way you send it in. But yeah, oh crap, it is. I'm write that down. It's Salute soon, isn't it? Oh, keep meaning to get some merch sorted for Salute. Whether it will happen. If I write it down again, it might work. Um, what have we got? Hey, Nick is on the Apex. Excellent. Just look at his comments there. Ooh, yes, we should get some peak mugs. Mm. So there wasn't a show last week. There was going to be, but last minute, I decided to go and see Lil. Whee! Because it was on the way back. So their internet sucks, as we all know. So I just didn't do the show, and then because it was too busy, it boring. But here I am. But it's been 2 weeks. But it does mean that I can talk to you about my little trip to Bletchley, which was very nice. Um, and something that's not about moving, but a little bit more about moving. Peegs. Ah, no Ratty or Jez at Salute. I'm not going to go now. I'm going to cancel it. That's the excuse I needed. Also, yes, the hair is the red. It's so fluffy. Um, it's this bit was supposed to be orange, but the dye was too strong. Maybe when it fades, the dye was beastly. It was red everywhere. Um, but I finally got that done, so that's a good thing because I've been wanting to get it red again, but I keep thinking, what's the point? Because I'm just like scumming around. Our shower's been fixed, yay! It's only been about 4 months, but our shower works again, so that's a celebration. Um, so what have I got? So I'll just cross a few things. Tim having a restrained salute. So cross out, thank you, Ian. Unpacking. I might as well talk about Salute whilst we're on Salute. Um, Salute really soon. Oh no, I have so much to do for it. I've been working, although I forgot because of the move, on a top secret exclusive, not exclusive to Salute, so don't worry, but will be released at Salute, but limited edition figurine in resin. But it's getting pretty close. It's getting pretty close. So the cast has been going, any update on that figure? So I've got some work to do on it this weekend, though I'm going out all day. Woo! So I'll do one tonight maybe. I'm very tired. I've been trying to have some breaks, and the breaks are great, but then as soon as I get back to it, I'm just dead again. They're not like recharging. It's a bit concerning. But yeah, Salute is soon. I need to actually do stuff for it, like put the what's it, the collection, yeah, collect show up on the website and things like that. Um, so there's lots to do for Salute. But also, why can't someone else be me for a little bit? So the Secret Salute mini crossed off. Um, finally going to be getting some stuff to answer. Finally do some World War Two. Mum says there's some metal coming for me to do. Not yet, not yet. Hopefully next week though. I've asked. I've asked. Um, mum, mum, can you message me, text me, and remind me when you're on holiday? Don't put it here because I'll forget, and also to your house, just so I know when you can be packing stuff. Oh crap, I've got 20 minutes. God. So yes, so Salute Blanks World War Two happening. ChillCon. So the week after, I'm at ChillCon, which is less than a week away, where I'm doing my talk. And I thought this is great when I booked it because I've got months and months to rework my talk, make it even better than it was before. And obviously now I'm going to be looking at it the night before, going, "Oh crap, I've got to do a talk." Um, if you're around or able to go to ChillCon, you should do it. It's in Sheffield. It's a nice little convention. They've got quite a lot on. It's the one I went to last year where I wasn't trading and I won the speed paints. Well, one of the many speed paints little competitions of the day. But that was really fun. So it's like you kind of walk around the stands, um, and then a lot of shows you've kind of like, I don't know what else to do, maybe get some food and have another look around. But they have got like the painting competition, the speed paints. They've got seminars this year as well, so I'm one of them. I'm a bit nervous because it's a 1 day thing and there's quite a lot of interesting seminars, and I don't know if everyone will just choose mine to have their lunch break, as in like, oh, or we'll skip that one and then go back to the other stuff. So I'm not sure. Oh, there's Mum having a little holiday. Oh, she's going on holiday. She is. How dare she? Didn't approve that holiday either. Um, Yay, Gary is going to put some paint on his Fenris Grendel. That's one of my favourites. That's sculpted by Joe Brumby, who does a lot of the Fenris bits, but he does all my animals as well. Those are my favourites. Mm-mm. So, morning, Robert. Morning, everyone that I've missed. And oh yeah, I missed the comments as well. Yes, Ian is a legend. So whilst he's doing his own stressful salute prep, he's been here helping me shift things back and forth. Um, hopefully most of the shifting is done. Um, but yeah, it's been a whole thing. And then I did announce like yesterday that I was doing a whole day of emails, and then I got a message from Tina Fieldling, Fieldling, who's over from Belgium, and Turnip Max, and Curtis from Ramshackle asking if I was around. So I went, yeah. So sorry emails. I buggered off to the pub for a little bit. Some amazing Japanese food. Um, so I did get a little break. But what was bad, what I was getting tired about last night was like, oh, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back in time to do a bit of that. But what? No. Um, so yeah, I'll go into that a bit. But I've got to talk about Bletchley for a zoom away. Just getting through all the other little bits and bobs. Um, So yeah, cross that out. I'm very tired today. Doodle doo. ChillCon. Yeah, come to ChillCon. Woo. More frantic. I've written. That was yeah. And my what am I doing next week? Just panicking and sorting the ChillCon talk. Trying to not die. Um. So sorry about this. It's been a very yawny show. Thank you, Kinsman. Last week I went to Bletchley. So amongst all of this mayhem, I've been a bit sad that I had to cancel. So in the new year, I booked loads of different shows, not shows, sorry, events and talks, some of them online, some of them in person, and it was really clustered around February, March, and I had to cancel basically everything, and I didn't get any refunds, obviously, and it was things like trains and hotels, and to cancel all that was just horrid. Um, and also, I was like, I'm not doing anything fun, and I've lost money. Great. Um, but I was determined that the one I was going to go to is the Bletchley Park talk, and I did, and it was worth it. James says, "Are you doing any shows north of the border?" No, not for a while. I'm kind of limited. York's the furthest up that I go. But I'd like to do some more, but I'm really limited by transport. That's my main thing, and me dying a lot as well. So it takes a lot out of me. But I would like to be able to do some more. I'm kind of intrigued by Tabletop Scotland, for example. Um, Any Sunday yawning coffee, like it, like it. Oh yeah, Nick's what's the words? Witness to the last talk, so that was all right. So hopefully the next one, I found the notes I've got for it, so I've just got to go through it again. Um, was at Bletchley. Yes. So I was determined that I was going to go to the Bletchley talk because it was the most like relevant talk anyway, rather than things that I may do or I have done or whatever, because I'm working on the resistance of World War II around Europe at the moment. And I was like, I'm definitely doing that. And I'm really glad that I did. So it was a day at Bletchley Park symposium on women in intelligence. So there was Claire Hubbard Hall, Kate Vigers, and some people whose names I can't remember. They were the two that I was like, oh, Sarah Louise Miller was going to be there but wasn't, so that was a shame. There was a lady who was in California, but talking about Russian pre-World War II intelligence, which was really interesting, and a lady from one of the universities talking about again women of intelligence, and there was going to be veteran Betty Webb, but she was too poorly. But there was also, I think it was Ruth, not Ruth. I haven't got the notes in front of me. I'm going to call her Ruth, but it might not have been. So there was one of the old veteran ladies there talking about her experiences at Bletchley. She was really funny as well. And then at one point, someone asked how old she was, and she said 99, and everyone clapped. And I thought, I want to at some point everyone just clap at how old I am. Like, yay, yay, go you. Um, so I was like, right, I'm definitely going to do Bletchley, but to get there, it's a really horrible journey. It's just a not pleasant journey, with either lots of changes or just awkward, quick changes. You know, you've got like a couple of minutes, so you're on the train going, "Come on, British Rail, don't let me down one time, please." Um, so I thought, I'm going to be dead. I don't want to waste the talk. I don't want to get there and just be a corpse and not take anything in, because then it'll be a bit of a waste anyway. Um, so I thought I'll go the day before. Oh, somebody's noticed that I am back to being one broom Annie. It's okay, the other broom is just there. I've been brooming the living room. I think I've said this before, I'm more of a fan of brooming than hoovering. Get good broom action on the go. And it doesn't wake other people up. Hey, Jimmy said, nothing like a 2-minute train where you've got to hoof it across the bridge to another platform. Exactly, yeah. So it's not like, oh, I get to sit on the train and it'll be all lovely, yay. Um, so I thought, yeah, I'll go the day before. I just realised I actually started the show with all my boring stuff rather than the cool, because we're on to the cool things now. So hopefully I haven't lost anyone along the way. So yeah, I thought I'll go the day before. I'll see if I can stay around there. Um, Looked at there's not really any hotels there, but there was the Hilton. What? The Hilton was really cheap, and it was like the Arena or something, or some sports thingy. I never actually looked at what it was, but some sort of arena. It was by the like the IKEA and everything, and it was really cheap for a hotel anyway. £65. Most of the places that stay around for shows and stuff, they're always at least 100 quid. 65 quid normally gets you like somewhere really bit run down. Um, so I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm going to stay the night before. And then I thought, well, I could have a day at Bletchley the day before, but if I get the earlier train, the train price goes up to £100 from £60. So well, it's only another £20 to then stay overnight. Um, so I stayed, so I made a little trip out of it, and it was such a lovely trip. So I stayed for 2 nights. I went down in the evening on the Thursday. Um, so I pretty much got there sort of evening time, but it meant I had all of Friday, and I went. So a little advert for Bletchley Park. If you ever go, your ticket lasts you a whole year, and I kept the tickets. If you remember me saying sock drawer, because I told everyone to remember in case I forgot that they were in the sock drawer, and I found them, and it means that you can go back and as many times as you want in the year, not even just once, many times. So I thought, I'm going to take them up on that. So I got my ticket, and I had a day at Bletchley Park on Friday, and it was such a lovely day. The weather was nice. It wasn't as sunny as the day after, but it was still really nice. Because I'd done it before, and it did destroy my brain because it's obviously all the code breaking stuff there. Because I'd done all that and I didn't have that stress of, well, not stress, but you have to see everything, like got to do all the things, got to get the most out of this. I just chilled around and it was so nice. I can't put into words what a lovely time it was. So I went to see the bits that I kind of wanted to look at again, and one was the bomb, the which isn't a bomb, it's the machine, the big machine to um decrypt, is that a word? Decrypt, break the Enigma code. Um, and that's really cool because it shows you in action. And I'm still going, I have no idea how this works. And I've just given up at this point. I'm not even going to try, but it's very smart. And then the room next to it, so 7A and B, or maybe 11A and B. So, they've got the room where all the machines were operating in, and they've kind of built it so you can get a bit of a feel for what it was like. Croaky, for what it was like in there. So it's nice to just sort of stand in there and imagine all these people rushing around trying to get all the machines working. Um, and yeah, so they're my favourite bits. Just wanted to check a bunch of comments. Yeah, Milton Keynes is definitely on a Saxon burial ground. I've got Daniel, woo, popping in, woo, hi, bye. Oh yeah, I'll talk about my Milton Keynes walking journeys, which was an adventure for sure. What time are we on? 20 past. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. We'll get there. So it meant that I had I hadn't quite finished Kate Viger's book, so I had that with me. So I was reading that around. So I had like just long coffee breaks and just being around all the stuff was just like it's better than just being in a cafe somewhere. It's like so it was free for me to get in. Um, so yeah, went round the main house again, and a bit more of the Alan Turing bit because we went in the wrong way last time, so we were kind of running out because we were like, we've got 10 minutes before they close, so we kind of skimmed a lot of the Alan Turing bits. So I went back to that. Um, so I got to fill in a bit of gaps. Um, and I chilled out. I sat and read my book outside for ages up by the lake. I was like, oh, this is what people would have done then. It's just really nice. And not having to sort of rush for anything. It's the first day I'd actually stopped, which was ace. Um and then the next day, and the bonus of staying in the Hilton is that you've got a fridge. So I didn't have to pay for any food out. So it worked out really well staying there. I want to do that again. It was ace. So just there's an Asda. If anyone's thinking of doing the same trip, there's an Asda next door. So I just got a bunch of stuff in Asda and put it in the fridge, and then just ate from that. It was great, including a bottle of wine. So I didn't even hit up the Hilton bar and spend a fortune. So it was a strangely sort of budget trip, which was ace for especially at the moment because I'm excuse. Um, because the downside to all this is I also kind of missed Women's Day because the chat was on Women's Day, and it sounds horrible. It's a really good marketing day, and I didn't need to do anything. Didn't need to do anything. What's I saying? Didn't really do anything, because normally, if I do that free shipping deal, I get this huge burst of money at Women's Day, and I didn't do it this year, and I was a bit like, oh, because when I do the free shipping, I do the free fact, and because I didn't do it this year, I thought, oh, nobody cared about the free fact. It was just the shipping. Although I should try it by just doing that as the deal that you get the free fact, but not the shipping. Hmm. Um, but yeah, so it's just been a bit quiet on the shop. I'm like, come on, get back up again. Because obviously it's yeah, people are like, yeah, share your favourite women of Warhammer or something, and it's not that many shares of stuff I get anymore because I'm not Warhammer, I think. Um, but anyway, yeah, Cyber Goblin says Sounds Hill need to offer a multi-day stay deal so you can get a proper visit to Bletchley. They didn't need to at that price. There's still because I even thought I'll look at Milton Keynes to see if there's just like a cheapy place in Milton Keynes and get the little train in each day. But no, I didn't need to. So it's decent price, and they're nice to you on there. Forgot. Oh yeah, Wickerman's have to book well in advance. To get anything reasonable. Yeah, that's it's a shame that the trains are so terrible. But that also gave me my little kick to stay the extra night. But otherwise, if I go at a time, like say like the last time when I went to Bletchley for the day, I had to leave at like 6 in the morning to get there to experience the full day, and it's £100. Like what? But then if you go at a time where you can't experience the full day, it's like £60, I think. Mm. So, Green, when did Ian leave? Just trying to think when a dog's going to appear at my house. Um, I think got to the talks yet. Yeah. Um, so yeah, highly recommend if you're thinking, you know what, I kind of want to do Bletchley. I'd recommend having a little trip. Stay there if you got the time. Do 2 days because then you could stay at that hotel and not affiliated, and do that like blast first day of getting everything in, and then the second day of sort of chilling out and having a bit of a look around some other bits. And it's huge. The site is absolutely huge. So I had a wonderful day. If you follow me on Blue Sky, you'd see that I had some like weird, weird issues with the sat nav because when I booked it, I went, so the hotel's a half an hour walk. Um, and yeah, that's no problem at all. Pretty much in a straight line. And it was also about half an hour walk from the train station that I got, which was a different one. It was the earlier stop. Something weird. I can't remember what it was called, but it had a weird name. Keenly or something. Someone will know. Um, but it doesn't tell you that it's across like roundabout hell. So luckily I was in a funny mood. But if anyone has any sort of accessibility issues, just get an Uber. Just get an Uber or taxi, or they're probably not buses. Um, because I ended up just like wandering around all this industrial estate, and where on the map it's like, yeah, you can just cross over there. There's like 4 lanes of traffic that is not stopping at any point. That's like, right, so where is the crossing? There isn't a crossing. Well, there's an underpass there, or there's a bit where you've kind of got to climb through a hedge. Um, and it was just like um absolutely, yeah, mayhem. But I found it funny because I was in a nice, relaxed mood. So there's just sort of me going at my phone. No, I'm not going that way. And then on the way back from Bletchley, it's all right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go this way. And I ended up at one point. I was like shimmying across a wall on the motorway. Well, they're not full motorways, but they're just mega lane things. But yeah, just like shimmying along, going, ah. And it wasn't like, oh, she's an idiot. She's just blindly following the map. So there's no other way to go. I'd have had to just entirely loop. Like, well, I guess if I get to that bit, I'll be on the way. And then it was just like, ended up in this abandoned warehouse zone. And it did, then at one point, there was a point where I thought it wanted me to just climb this old ladder. Like, is this the way? Because am I going to regret not going this? No, I'm not doing the ladder. But yeah, it was absolute. Yeah. So on the Saturday when I went in, I just got an Uber in. Let's just do that. It's not built for walk. I think someone said it's not built for walking and it's not built for cars. Yeah, I've never done the museum, computer museum, which is next door to it. Jamie says, sort of taught by conservation architects, had a bit of a task making it visible. There's lots of ramshackle sheds that got thrown up and also riddled with asbestos. I saw I've never seen before some of the unfinished buildings, which are very asbestosy, the ones they haven't renovated yet, which is really cool. So I hadn't seen those before. Um, that's nice. We're on time. I don't have to be gone by 1:30, but knowing Ian's going to be here about to give it another 10 minutes because I'll tell you about the talk. This show's totally going to end with ding dong. We go whoop, bye. So I went to the talk, Women of Intelligence, the next day. I'd been absolutely cramming these books. I've got a few more books to show you. I'd bought No More Secrets by Betty Webb, who was going to be talking, but she wasn't there. No, she was in she was in the ATS, and Ruth, that we'll call her. Still not sure if it was Ruth. She was in the Wrens, and I wanted to see the difference because there's a whole thing about the ATS or Wrens being a bit different, like not culturally, class sort of differences. So I read all of Betty's books the night before. I was like that. No notes because I read it in the bath. I had like my glass of wine and was kind of speed reading through it all. Really fascinating. So definitely recommend. Um, so she was in the ATS there, which was not something that's shown as much because it's mostly Wrens, but there were ATS there. Um, where am I going to get to? Speed talking now. Yes. So the talk was ace. I chatted to loads of people there. Yeah, 10 out of 10, no notes, exactly. Boom. And I didn't drop it. I didn't drop it in the bath, which was pretty good. It was close call, but managed. Nick's donated a lot of stuff to the computer museum. Excellent. Yeah, I've not been to that bit yet, so might do that next time. Mm. Um, so it was day of talks. It was in an auditorium. So it was really just a really nice place and built for it, which was a change and not somewhere where like a projector keeps falling down. Um, I chatted to a lot of people, quite a lot of different just people that were there, which is just really nice. That's another reason I like these sort of talks because there's a lot of like-minded folk. I met up with Alec, who's not here. Oh, mum's off. Bye, mum. Oh yeah, I'll mention before I go. Don't go yet. I went to mum's the next day, and my brother Ben has had his child with his wife Becca, who's called Charlie. So I have a new nephew, Charlie. So maybe one day Charlie will watch back at this for some reason and be like, "Oh wow, that's the stream where I was born." So hello, Charlie! Yay, we have a Charlie Norman. Excellent. Um, so we got runs or whack, but oh, have I missed a thing there? Ooh, just reading the chat. Yay. So where was I? Yes, I also met up with Alec, who's not here. He's not live, but he'll be watching it back. So hi, Alec. So I met with him. He'd come up. What's my brain? The same dude that was at the cathedral chat and the medieval thing. He's now like my new museumy buddy. So yeah, met with him. So he was really good company for the day. We had at the lunch, it was quite a long break. So he hadn't been to Bletchley. So I gave him like the speed tour of it because you're allowed to go in at the lunch break, which was pretty cool. But the weather was nice. So we kind of just sat out, had a bit of sandwiches. Um, and I sped running around where the bomb and stuff was, which was good timing because the roof, again, not sure if it was roof that was on afterwards, worked in there. So we had some context then because we'd just been in all those rooms. So that was really cool. Um, the two favorite talks of mine were by the authors, and they're the ones I've been really looking forward to. And then there was, three favorite talks because there was also I think it's Ruth, but I haven't got it written in front of me. She was hilarious. And then there was a panel at the end, and the panel was really interesting. I love listening to people's experiences researching because it's so similar, but obviously because they're doctors, they do a lot more research than I do. And Claire Hubbard Hall did it on Kathleen Pettigrew. Her book, I haven't got it in front of me, very good. Um, and she was saying, it's been 10 years so far of just being obsessed with Kathleen. And I could feel that, as in, like, I've not, fully researched anyone for that long, but just that, like, obsession that you get into was really, really interesting. Um, they spoke about a whole bunch of kind of like things from their books and then expanded on to a little bit, and kind of obviously relating it back to Bletchley. It's gone quite fluffy. It was very curly yesterday. Um, so we had what absolutely made my day when I got there. Mission Europe, brand new book by Kate Villegas, which I've been waiting to be released, but isn't due to be out till May. Got it now. Got it now. Before anyone else. And this one, because it's got more European outside, because her first book's France. There's some people in there that are going to get made into minis. So it's like, yes, perfect timing for the research. Oh, can't see that. We signed as well. Nice. Um, so that was Ace. And she talked about quite a lot of those in her chats as well. So talks were excellent. I'm gutted because I saw that they were on in Lincoln, the Claire Hubbard's Hall and Claire Mully, who's obviously my favourite, were at what's it? Lincoln, because they've had a new Lincoln Bomber Command place. Um, and I only saw it on Thursday. And I was like, Ian's coming on Friday. He lives in Lincoln. We could go over there after I've moved crap. No tickets left. So I was on the phone to them. I phoned them a few times. Going, please, can I have, please? Because they're like, nowhere can I sit in? I'm like, no, it's all sold out. I'm like, come on, don't you know who I am? I was like, please. Um, no, it's awful. Like, but what if someone drops out on the day? I can come on the day. What if I just turn up? Don't like me. Rubbish. That would have been a wicked talk. It shows how you just don't see stuff's really hard to see, and like it's hard, showing off war game shows, and if you're offered in talks. But though it was full up anyway. I only saw it because I saw an older post from Claire Mully mentioning it. I went, wait, what? What? That's like now. That's here. I had a really nice chat with Kate and with Claire, and they're well up for not officially, but like just chatting to me and helping me out with some of the information for making minis, which is another of the reason I go to these talks, kind of like show a human face to some of them and be like, hello, I chatted to you online. And just get a network of historians that specialise in what I do as well, and that crossover, because I want to do more what's the word? More teaching, so I can kind of learn from them because they do it professionally. So that's really cool. Cyber said, nice talks with filmed and shared later on. Some of them are. It depends on the place. I think it's partly because you pay for the sort of exclusive chance to go. But places like British Library, you can usually get a in-person ticket or a stream ticket. So there's quite a few where I've booked for them to be streamed. So that's quite handy. But there's definitely something to be gained for going to them. I know it's not always possible. I think you said you're in New Zealand, so it's not quite as quite as easy. Robert says, Auntie Annie, congratulations. Is this your first? No. So I have 5 brothers. I've got 5. No, 4 brothers. 4 brothers. So I'm the youngest of 5. Yeah, little me. And I have, I've got to get this right now. So I now have 3 nephews, 2 nieces, and a great niece. So there's quite a lot of us now. Um, yeah, Clover's a bit of a commute for us, Kate, just a little bit of a commute. There's lots online. And there's lots of talks or interviews and things. YouTube's really good for it. I mean, I've mentioned it a few times, but on the Bad Squiddo YouTube, there is a playlist of videos where I will put something in if it's relevant to some minis that we've made. It's also like a bit of a recommended. So that's none of our videos, but you can make playlists of other people's videos. So there's some really good stuff in there. So whenever I find, especially like these folk, I'll whack it into the playlist. So if you ever want to sort of learn some things, there's some good stuff in there. Um, I ran out of time. What were I? Mission Europe. The veteran lady was really interesting, talking about her experience working the bomb machines and what it was like. I think she was only 19. I thought, oh, she's only a ween. I bought a couple of books. Well, I bought her book there, and in reading the end of Kate's book, I've bought this very old water damaged book. I think it's pronounced Mackie. Could you help if it isn't? The resistance in France, the sort of, I think it means hedge or something. It's like the hedge people. What's it say there? But yeah, so this is as it says there, the war was still in progress when this book was written. So I'm interested in this Marquis. Yeah, let's go for that. Also, Moondrop to Gascony, which was written just after the war by a lady, Anne Marie Walters, who's parachuted into southwest France to work for the resistance. So it's some really, really interesting. So this is like at the time, pretty much, quite soon after. Um, so the chats were brilliant. I always recommend people, if you can find any nearby. It's really hard to find them, and I don't always share the ones I'm going to because I don't I don't want weirdos to go, oh, that's where she'll be. That means she'll probably be at this hotel. So that's the downside, that I don't fully share that sort of stuff. Though I did with this one because I knew I was meeting Alec and he's my bodyguard now. It's unlikely, but I have had experiences with stuff like that, which kind of sucked. But because then otherwise, what I'd do is just put a list. Like I'd put a list on the website, like with trade shows of all the places that I go to, or that are coming up. A lot of them sell out really quickly as well. But Eventbrite's quite good. It's just hard to navigate, but just sort of searching women history and kind of finding out. Andrew says, wonder if Ian is watching, waiting for things to finish so he can not. Nah, I won't be here yet. It's about an hour, but a bit more of traffic and a bit more if he gets fuel. Could like peek out, see him at the window. So when he turns up in the chat. Lil left. I don't know if you saw. I did a little shout out to baby Charlie, and I was just talking about the family tree there whilst you were away. More like Mackie with a flat. Yeah, Mackie. Yeah, that's what I had. At least I'm not saying Macwis. To be in my talk. Yes, I was learning about the Macwis. I am going to see if I can weave some of my latest World War II into that chat next week. I do need to wrap up, but yeah, the talk's brilliant. Always recommend it. You can get them online, not every single talk, but if you can make it there, it's always worth just the atmosphere and being able to chat people. I asked quite a lot of questions as always. I got some really good responses for my research and stuff, and yeah, getting to meet them and have a proper chat. I think at one point Kate saw me in the audience was like, "Oh, bad Squiddo." I'm like, "Oh no, it's a rep." So yeah, it was awesome. I got back and was instantly knackered again because I'm just like totally exhausted at the moment, but it's fine, probably. Um, Update on London Business Centre. Apparently, there's guys going around with in like Porsches and suits, and they oh, we've got all sorts of pronunciation going there. Um, yes, so the woman who's like the council boss at the site, has been walking all these like suited and booted guys around looking like, we're not here measuring up to sell at all. The existing workshops, so like North Star is still there for now, and some of the other ones because they weren't evicted yet. But they have to use the main building for the toilet. And the building that's such a fire risk that it has to be instantly evacuated because it will just kill everyone in there. You are allowed to go in there for the toilet, and there's somebody there. Various people have been hired to like guard the building. So if you're in a workshop and you need the loo, you've got to go in, and there's like only one little bit of it that's open, and there's someone there like, you better be here to use the toilet, and it's, oh god, that sounds like hell. So that's what's going on over there. This is true. It's not easy with English language, which invented Sean Bean. Yes. Um, Carol, amongst all this, Carol's legs stopped working a little bit more because she's got the arthritis. It's like she took a massive downturn. But I took her to the vets. She's been given, I've written it down because a few humans seem to be on it. Gabapentin she's on as well now. And she's back up. She's like, she's happy again now. So like, yay. So she's got some more drugs. So she's happy about that. And she had a nice little bath last week as well. I gave her a little soak for all the joints, a nice little warm soak. So she's doing a lot better. So yay, go for Carol. I think that's, oh yeah, Mum was here. Mum's back. Mum was here this week. She packed the first minis packed at the new office. Um, so yeah, it means bush or in the bush. Yeah, hedge people. Correct. Um, so yes, it's all my notes. Yeah, so thank you, Mum, who was up dealing with me being a bit snappy because there's still things everywhere that can get knocked over and destroyed. It's nearly sorted. And again, another of the moving things around on Friday. Ian took me to, where did we go? IKEA and somewhere else because I had a list rather than a wander around looking at fun stuff. I was like, right, I need a few more of those risers. So I've got all of the photography stuff out now, all of the terrain and all that. So I need to just make sure that I can fit as much as I can on. And so I was like, right, so I need 4 more of those and a few more of these, all the boring stuff, but does the job. So it's going to be, just because the space is smaller, I've just got to get kitted out as well as possible. Right, I am going to have to go. Thanks for coming along. It was excellent to be back on live. Of course, like skim around. Gonna go take the hound for a walk. That'll be a nice different thing to do that's not just carrying things. Thanks again for all your support. I will get a salute pre-order thing put up. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. So happy birthday, Ian. Welcome to the world, Charlie. And well done, Annie, for being so good. And well done you for whatever you've done this week, even if it's just making it through the week. Right, let's get out of here before he's like honk honk and go. Right. Bye.